Okay, so it is December 2023. It's a couple of days till Christmas. And yeah, update on me trying to pull my life together. So I was going to say the last couple of weeks, but actually, more honestly, the last couple of months have been pretty nuts. There's been a lot on. I've been super busy with getting the business set up, with teaching our first course, with all of the stuff that goes around that, all of the setup stuff, other things, bits and pieces of work, and then the last couple of weeks with the run up to Christmas as well. My partner was away for a week, and this wasn't a sort of like complete disaster like it might have been a year ago because, you know, having to do the cooking myself, that's not a problem. Having to do all the chores, it's not a problem. But when you're having to do everything, it's just more stuff to do. And then on top of that, trying to pull together Christmas presents and write Christmas cards and go to the post office with a big stack of 30 things to post and all of these kind of things on top of everything else that I'm trying to do, and then wrap up everything before the end of the year so I can actually take a couple of weeks off over the holidays, and I'm not thinking, oh well, I'll just go back and do that email. So it's been a lot, and I know that my personality tends, I love being busy, like I thrive on being busy, but I also find it kind of, I take it all on, I let it all build up, I do. And when I get a bit like that, I am not good at stopping. I'm not good at carving out time for myself. And, I wasn't aware of this before. 4 years ago, I was doing this to myself all the time, and 100 times worse. So I am now aware of it, which is a step in the right direction, right? But yeah, I've definitely found, over the last, week or so, I'm just thinking, gosh, I'm tired. It's just, I need to stop. But as we get closer to Christmas, it's like, oh, but there's less time to do the things now. So there's that, and there's that, and there's that, and there's that. And oh, I've got to wrap that up. And oh, we forgot to buy that thing for somebody. And yeah, it's all just got a bit crazy. So this afternoon, it was like, okay, we need to stop. This is the sort of thing that a couple of weeks of it, not a problem. But if it becomes a habit and it keeps going on and on and on, that's the sort of pattern that's not healthy. That's the sort of pattern where you're going to run yourself into the ground. And I didn't want to do that again. So, I think I am, I'm pretty good at when I've decided I'm going to switch off. I think I will take my 2 weeks over the holidays. I think that's why I'm so frantically trying to get stuff done now so I can do that. But I also, was like, today, actually, you know what? I wanted to go out and I wanted to do this and I wanted to cycle to there and I wanted to meet some friends to do this and I wanted to go for a swim. And I was just eventually was like, no, actually, no. What I want to do is sit on the floor and chill. And I did some yoga, which I said I was going to try to build into my week. Not been very good at doing that. I've been pretty good at building in things like swimming and, switching off to some extent. But the yoga I've not been good at building in. So I thought this is the perfect opportunity. So I did. I did a really gentle one. It was so relaxing. Afterwards, I was just like, oh my goodness, I need to do this more often. So, I don't think I need to do yoga every day. I mean, I'm sure some people do, and that's great. And I found a lot of benefit from doing that when I was unwell. But, I don't want to, I don't have time. But, and I have other things that, fill that gap. So I don't want to do it all the time. But, oh my goodness, like it's the sort of thing that I really should be fitting in a couple of times a week. And let's face it, it's really not that much time. It's not that hard to do. I just need to find a way of carving out some space for it, because that is how I can switch myself off. That is how I can decompress. And doing that semi-regularly, I think, would make a big difference. So there we go. Maybe that's a New Year's resolution that I am going to try and build that into my life. Because, I've learned over the last 3.5 years that there is nothing more important than your health. And, yes, I'm busy with this and that, and the business is important. And, there's all sorts of things that are important to me. But actually, the most important thing is my health. So There we go. Let's try and remember that one.